A flurry of activity tonight on the roads and in the skies. We are seeing rain and could soon see some snowflakes heading into Thanksgiving. And it all comes with a nasty cool down for the long weekend ahead. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Karen Campbell in for Scott Swan. And Angela, it's going to be a great day for a lot of people to cook and maybe stay indoors.
Watch football. We've got the dog show. We've got the parade. Keep us on start to finish. We'll be keeping you updated on the weather changes too. The good news for the most part, Karen, this has still been rain, but I want you to focus on the areas of bright yellow, bright orange, bright red on radar. This indicates the radar is picking up something bigger than a raindrop, most likely mixing with a few flakes of snow. I had one report come in from Hancock County. The National Weather Service had a few reports come in from Hamilton and Hendricks counties. So don't be surprised if you're out and about if you see a few flakes of snow mixing in with the rain, especially across parts of northern Johnson County, back through Martinsville into Columbus, and then over toward Danville. Might be enough for some slushy accumulations on the grassy areas, but check out these temperatures. We are still above freezing, between 36 and 40 degrees. Future Track 13 keeps this rain mixing with snow for the next couple of hours, and then it gets out of here just in time for the Drumstick Dash. I'll have that and your holiday forecast in a few minutes.
Thanks, Angela. And with so many events happening this weekend, the Drumstick Dash, Circle of Lights, Black Friday shopping, just to name a few, make sure you've got the WTHR weather app. It puts current conditions and radar right on your phone. Plus, you can check out our weather blog anytime. It is a free download in your phone's app store. In just hours, a team of volunteers will serve thousands of Thanksgiving meals for the Moselle Sanders Foundation. They are up bright and early to make sure that fellow Hoosiers have a warm holiday meal. But the work to make it all possible is already underway. Our Logan Gay got an inside look at the final preparations. Logan?
Well, Karen, today they boxed up 4,000 of the total of 10,000 meals today, giving them a head start for tomorrow. The ovens have been going all evening at Ivy Tech Culinary School as volunteers with the Moselle Sanders Foundation once again come together to roll up their sleeves and cook Thanksgiving dinners for Hoosiers in need.
I think what keeps everybody going is just the passion for understanding what Reverend Moselle Sanders, why he started this. And I believe that that's what's important, is just to make sure that no one goes without.
And if you're wondering what's on the menu,
chicken, green beans, stuffing, gravy, and then apple crisp.
You name it. The foundation is celebrating 52 years and counting. This year, because of their new partnership with Ivy Tech Culinary School, they have enough kitchen space to max out volunteer positions at 300.
Some people may play football in the morning, some people may do running, but a lot of people really like to serve and help out the community. And this is just another example of Hoosiers helping Hoosiers. We do it best.
Because for some people, that's all the support they have.
I think the need is even greater than ever. The cost of food has kind of gone up. The cost of living in general has kind of gone up. And the days of like big Thanksgiving meals and being able to afford that and being in the grandma's kitchen all day and doing that, those have kind of fallen by the wayside, right? That costs a lot of money, and you got to think about what's more important, is a big meal or a continuous meal throughout the weeks.
And organizers say every bite has a little something extra inside.
And this program here is hospitality driven, and that's what we're bringing to the table for people who can't provide for themselves or just need it to enjoy themselves on this holiday. So that hospitality, the love that goes into the dishes, I love cooking, so that translates into an ingredient right into the dish.
So the containers made tonight will be picked up tomorrow and delivered to different locations. If you are in need of a meal and want to sit down and enjoy it with other Hoosiers, the Moselle Sanders Foundation will also be feeding people at Tabernacle Presbyterian Church tomorrow. Meals are first come, first served.
All right, Logan Gay, thank you so much for that report. Tonight is considered one of the biggest drinking days of the year, and in response, police are upping patrols. Blackout Wednesday is when people who are home for the holidays get drinks with family and friends, typically the night before Thanksgiving. That can lead to more drunk driving incidents on the roads. State police say it is important to have a plan B for getting home.
I would venture to guess that you have a friend or family member that may not be out with you, that if you make that phone call at any time of the day, they would much rather get that phone call from you saying, I need a ride home, than getting a phone call or a visit from me saying you've been in a serious crash or killed.
ISP says fewer than a handful of people were charged with driving while intoxicated on Marion County highways and interstates this time last year. Officers, IMPD officers, they arrested 6 people for DWI in that same time frame.
We're flying today because, I don't know, like the chaos, I guess? Why are we flying today?
Tens of millions of people are expected to travel for the holiday, and many folks may have already gotten their destination. But Sunday will also be busy as people head home, and that kind of traffic invites trouble. Weather threatens coast-to-coast disruptions, but if you're flying out and encounter a delay or cancellation, you may have more options than you think. One travel expert says using credit card points to book your trip could get you out of a pinch.
Pull out your points, book yourself on another carrier. Even if you don't end up needing to use that flight, you can cancel and get all of your points back for free.
Now, here are some things to keep in mind if you get somewhere without your luggage. Report the bag at the airport. Consider letting the airline deliver it. Always keep your receipts from purchases made on the days without your luggage. And check your airline's claims and compensation policy. There's a new kind of roundabout open tonight in Beech Grove. Earlier today, the city opened a new peanut roundabout at the intersection of Churchman, Perkins, and Southern Avenues. The double roundabout replaces the previous intersection, which city leaders say confused drivers and led to several crashes.
This project over a 4-year period had over 50 accidents. For a rural area, that's a lot. But even more so is over half of those had injuries. So they were not just fender bender accidents, right? And actually, at least one of those ended up in a fatality.
The project was mainly funded by the Indianapolis Metropolitan Planning Organization. The city also contributed about $460,000. The total cost of the project was about $2 million. Here's a quick look at other stories making headlines right now. Tonight, an IMPD officer under arrest accused of domestic battery. Whiteland officers arrested the 7-year veteran Tuesday night. Investigators say they determined someone battered and restrained the victim. The officer is currently assigned to IMPD's East District. The officer is facing preliminary charges of domestic battery and strangulation. Tonight, there is a warrant issued for an Indianapolis man accused in a shooting that hurt 2 people near 42nd and Midhofer earlier this month. Police say a tip led them to investigate Gerald Davy Franks. Court documents say there was a fight involving multiple people and someone fired several shots. Davy Franks is now accused of robbery resulting in serious bodily injury. Flames at a home in Noblesville. This happened near 146th and Gray Road. Investigators believe it started in the garage. Everyone got out, but one person was treated for burns. Now, we are working to learn an official cause, but firefighters are warning homeowners to be careful with space heaters as temperatures drop. INDOT was just awarded $50 million to support road safety projects across our state. It's part of the agency's goal to reduce deadly and serious crashes by 25% over the next decade. Dozens of communities are getting money to complete projects like updated warning signs and improved pedestrian crosswalks. And to see a full breakdown of the funding, just head to WTHR.com or just open our 13 News app.